All right, guys, another live stream. The market week opened pretty well for everybody on this call. I know doing pretty well, and we are going to discuss one stock each or one group of stocks, let's say, a strategy, and then some market updates. And I know Ivan has a lot to say. I have researched a little bit what to do next in my trading. And if you've been live streams, you probably, if you invested into what you probably already made. But we don't give financial advice. We do, and then you can make your own decision. We always say, hey, this is what we do, and we also make mistakes. I know I did many mistakes so far. And Ivan, David from our last call, David speaks to tons of trader himself also, and we'll share a couple of his notes. We got a couple of people with us, and huge announcement for everybody who is joining right now. If you like to join, if you would like to listen during the live stream, we're going to announce something pretty cool, and it's going to be announced soon. In a couple, say what it will be, and then in the live stream, I'm going to be able to use it. So I'll leave it to Ivan to take what he has prepared for this one.
Yeah, as usual on QuantWheel, we try to focus on making your wheel as simple as possible. And by talking to many of you, of the users, and between of us, we've came up with something very cool recently. We're still testing this out, but basically the first page in your wheel section might be soon the review section that basically has only two things: your active wheels, and if you filter them down to cash secure puts, covered calls, you can see your cost basis, the premium you collected, and your unrealized gains. And then, like, if you click into them, you'll get a lot more detail with a very nice chart and all the trades to see how did we get to that cost basis. So this basically solves all your problems that the brokers don't show you. The one number that's super important for wheeling, the cost basis. Secondly, also, as many of you are already familiar with, is the wheel session action items and suggestions. So this QuantWheel recognized I should probably close a few puts and calls for profits, roll my FSLY, CSP, and my iron. I actually did the iron right before this call. That's one exciting thing that we might be rolling out. Let us know how this looks like in the comments. Luca, you want to share something here?
Yeah, I will add a few things here. I was researching different AI cycles, and probably it's guys to join the newest one, the previous one. So with NVIDIA, AMD, and everything that's going on, it's going pretty fast. But where you're not late yet, in my opinion, is a couple of companies that I'm going to show you right now. Now, this might not be the best that I'm going to show you right now, but if you follow these stocks, you're probably going to find a pretty good one. First of all, what is happening with AI right now? The chips, data centers, energy sector is doing it and going to go up, in my opinion. From here, of course, there might be some corrections on the way, but I don't see the future AI. I think it's obvious that it is the future. So I don't know if you see my screen right now. Ivan, can you confirm?
Yes, we see
Or David?
Reddit.
Yes.
All right. So first is Reddit. I will put 160, 170. I'm going to go pretty risky or high delta. Why? Because I want to get assigned here. I think Reddit has a great future. I already mentioned it on previous live streams. Reddit is one and probably only social media that is fighting AI pretty well and has the best data, I think. If you look at all the other social media, it's more about attention, but Reddit, you can really get quality advice. I'm using it, we're using it, and if you're a business, also in Reddit. They had, I think, record, yeah, you can see here, revenue beat, earnings beat, and year-over-year revenue has been huge. So if you invest in it now, compared to this one is a joke. It's undervalued and has a bright future. If they use AI, and I know that they use it for everything, once they start monetizing their data, they're going to kill it even more. They already have contracts with OpenAI, with Anthropic, and use their data, and they're just going to sell even more. What do you think about Reddit, guys? I have two more to show you.
Yeah, that's a good call. I'm constantly looking at it, and I think I should just pull the trigger and go with like a poor man covered call or something.
Yep.
Yeah, I think when you're searching for something, for knowledge on something, most of the time you'll basically surface at the first result something that could be AI generated. And when you want to be sure that you got some real human thought and input, Reddit is a place to go. And currently, I think Reddit is in a great position to use that hole to fill it.
So, to give you the play, Reddit has negotiation periods during the year where it negotiates selling their data. They did it. I'm not sure if the jump is because of it or it's not there yet, but the IP is pretty high. When I was looking at it, I would probably just straight up sell a high delta care secured puts, or just if you want to earn the premium, or if you just want a more secure, probably both are the play. Then the next one is Snowflake. Snowflake probably where we are all too late, at least for this cycle, and probably the company that is profiting from data the most from AI data to AI companies. And I think it's the future. It's just going to go here. I think it'll drop. I still think it'll drop a little bit, but long term, if you look at 3 to 5 years, it's going to kill it. And I wanted to say another one is ServiceNow. I was to in the almost same category. ServiceNow is a marketing company. They're using AI to help automate workflows, as you see here. And this is kind of my lane, and they're going to kill it as well. I think they're just going to also grow by a lot. As soon as businesses realize they can implement AI into their companies, ServiceNow is going to benefit a lot. I have a couple of more. I'm just going to stop now here. What do you guys think? I have a couple of really good plays after I show this one.
Yeah, let me go back to one of the coolest things we are going to release soon. Is our new GEX Hub. Basically, the problem we had is like our GEX suite is awesome. Like you get Vana GEX explanations with using AI. Heatmap is awesome. People love it. Flows also are in the private preview, but people like that only helps you when you know where to look at. Like, but how do you know where is the action going and where is it happening? That's exactly the GEX Hub and the top things you should be looking at. So right now, like it can detect for example, Tiger has been accumulating gamma buildup, like a positive gamma buildup in the last 5 days. In the recent day, it has been in the negative gamma, but the buildup is accelerating. So this view should soon help you to see both for the tickers where the gamma is building up, also for the 0DT, which strike prices are getting the most flows into them, and then gamma regime flips, basically which tickers went from positive to negative gamma and vice versa, and where are the walls, the put and call walls moving that have a meaningful change. For example, for Neo had just went above the call wall, so that's going to be very useful information for you when you're day trading using QuantWheel. That's another update from the product.
All right.
Go ahead, Luca.
We have probably a couple of updates from the product, from the market side. While I'm speaking, before I speak about the other updates, I wanted to mention, if you are on this live watching, we don't do discounts. We actually don't believe in discounts. We rather give more value than a discount. But on this live stream, because we got asked so many times, and we will join our live streams and get involved, like DPJ, we're going to yearly 20% off on yearly subscription. So on yearly subscription, you already saved 20%, and we're giving you 20% additional discount, and we're going to give you on this call 5 to 10 minutes. So if you're watching, keep watching, and you're gonna get it. That means you're getting 36% discount. You're saying too many gaps on the prices of these stocks have to drop to fill these gaps. I agree. I would just sell the puts on these ones, or if you believe, you can consider buying if you don't mind the gaps. But I think Snowflake and ServiceNow are pretty high already. What are the update rates for this information? Ivan can explain that, and he can explain it this week. Good for spreads, even if you are active.
Yeah, exactly. So we do look obviously at the buildup over time, and we reevaluate them every hour for now. So every hour you get the newest kind of snapshots of where the flows are going into. I think that's because it just takes time for them to show up. We're going with an hourly for now, and then you can use your live gamma flip alerts to kind of get live updates as well. And will they be good for spreads? Definitely. Yeah, that's my spreads gameplay. Basically, I see where the put walls, call walls are, where the flows are going into, and then sell the spreads on those.
I have a question for Ivan.
Yeah, go ahead.
I saw that you on previous call showed the options flow. The options flow was on SPX, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But my question to you is that something that could be available on every possible stock?
Great question. That's our goal, right? But most of the trading and most of the volume is happening on SPY SPX, and we want to make sure that we can provide enough value there before we scale.
That's cool. That would be a very great edge to have.
Yeah, and then obviously we can build scanners around those, so you don't have to look at your screen all the time. Awesome things are happening. I'm very excited, and
yeah, me
thanks
too.
for all the support. Yeah, like because everyone's supporting us so much, we can go faster and faster every single day.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, guys, also for joining. There has been a small downtime on QuantWheel. I don't know if this is solved. We're sorry for have record-breaking number of people joining QuantWheel every day. So every week is record week, and yesterday by far two biggest days. So we're just scaling up, and we're to solve this so that it doesn't happen anymore. Sorry for that. Good problem to have. But as I promised, a couple of more minutes, we're going to share coupon you can use for the additional 20% discount on yearly subscription. While we're waiting for that, I have a couple of more cool stocks. What is happening right now in the space? If you don't know where to invest, think about this. A lot of companies right now who have huge number of people working, for example, this is my goal. If you look at companies that employ tons of customers, operators, or they collect data from lawsuits, or they collect a lot of data for Medicare, anything like that, or loans, financials. Look at those companies, find which ones are public. These guys are not going to talk about implementing AI yet in public because they would scare their employees off. And what is going to happen, probably see a reduction in number of people they're employing very slowly, but the profits are going to increase and their valuations are not necessarily going to go. If they do, I think that's a huge opportunity to buy them. Why is this an opportunity? Because they are going to benefit from the AI boom the most. So their costs are going to go down, productivity, hopefully, but it's just a matter of time when this is going to happen, and they're going to become extremely profitable. And this is just my assumption, but if you do this now, this is the next wave of AI. What do you guys think?
Ivan?
Yeah, I'm also with you, Luca. I'm looking at the second, third, fourth order of the AI impact. And yeah, there's obviously data layer, security layer there, and there's the suppliers to that whole infrastructure. One interesting thing that I just learned is that like 50% of the data center buildup in, I think, Texas has been canceled.
Whoa, seriously? 50%
yeah, so
of
there,
because of energy, or?
I think it's both the energy cost, the new projections about the amount of revenue, and so on. So
Yeah, I think there has been about 600 billion invested in AI in the US and only about 60 billion in revenue so far, something like that, with chips and data centers. I'm just making this up at this point, but it's like 7 times more invested in costs than the revenue. And if you look at the amount of productivity increase, it's not much. A lot of people who are flexible, like solo entrepreneurs, are using it, are not generating more money because of it. So it's just going to take more time to see the impact. And a lot of companies in the AI, you look at the biggest companies, there is about maybe 100 that do something in AI, and they're just selling to each other. So it's a question of how is this revenue and how real are things. What do you think, David? Guys, we're fixing the website. Some downtime. I think we're up now.
yeah, I think we are up now. Yeah, apologies for this. We've, as Luca mentioned, today has been the record day, and we've rescaled up for this. It's just the amount of traffic is unbelievable. So then we are working day and night to get this done.
Yeah.
Luca, do you want to start with the yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, to get back to the topic quickly, Luca mentioned some software stocks and service stocks. I find it like quite a good hint when one side talks about um, how the stocks are falling down, let's say because of the AI, and the other side talks how AI will make every job like less meaningful and human will be easily replaced. So the service stocks and the software stocks, which are recently in quite a downturn, are an excellent investment opportunity because there's just a too big of a contradiction between the two sides. So Luca here actually found some pretty useful stocks, and I wouldn't even worry about these gap up prices. I would just slowly drip in.
Yep, I agree. If you decide last live stream, we were mentioning some pretty pretty good dividend stocks where which you can also wheel, and even if you get assigned, you're just going to hover and collect the dividend. If you're very averse, AI is the direction to go to. In last year, I think AI stocks on average grew 60%. S&P was 25, and most of the other stocks were either stagnating or were even dropping. So the AI is pretty good at the moment. And
Yeah,
we
so
I wanted to keep a promise. Iman will send you a coupon in this chat, in the live stream chat, and in the Discord, or not in the Discord. No, only people who are on this live stream can use this coupon and will get the coupon. It's live. It's going to be up for 40 minutes. You can use it to get 20% off any any yearly. So yearly subscriptions already have 20% off, and you can get additional 20% with this coupon. So thank you for joining us on this live stream. We're going to start inviting you guys to join us, to comment your strategies, your opinions. Thanks for getting involved in the chat, Marcelo and DPJ. If you guys want to join next time, let us know. It's very freestylish. So again, for additional 20% off yearly. By the way, this is an exception. We don't like discounts, just to be clear. We don't do discounts. In any businesses that we run, I personally hate discounts. And if we're competing on the pricing, we're failing. But this is just an exception, and we know it's. David, you wanted to say something?
yeah, so you mentioned ServiceNow as a good play. What they are doing are basically using AI to optimize its business. So I wanted to show you one stock that does a similar thing. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
So it's basically a BigBear.ai. And if you don't have enough money for ServiceNow, BigBear.ai does a pretty good thing. It uses AI to optimize routes, to optimize defense, and basically to optimize everything just as well as the ServiceNow does, but in a little bit different niche. The niche is basically mainly in defense and mainly government contracts. So I think that this recent fall that you can see here is tied to the fall of software stocks. And as you saw, the recent run up in ServiceNow and the others pairs well with BigBear.ai run-up. So if you don't have enough money to afford yourself some ServiceNow, this could be a really good pick for you. So I just wanted to share
I
this.
know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, David. You're shielding yours. I also have BB for a long, long time. I think it's gonna be big, but at the moment it's not, and this is not a financial advice.
Yeah, at the moment,
By the way, guys,
at the moment it's not.
It's not up for you. There might be a problem on our side, but it was down. It shouldn't be down anymore. Yeah, David, continue.
Yeah, I don't have pretty much anything more to say. It's a good business. It's trending right now. And when something is trending and the other side says, oh, AI will do this, AI will do that, in a bad manner, of course, you have two really big distinctions between two standpoints. And if you just do some little research, you can find your correct side, embrace it, and invest in it. And BigBear.ai is a pretty good company. It's revolved around national security and defense, supply chain logistics, and that's just where I see AI doing the most damage, in a good way, of course.
Cool. And on the next live stream, I would like to talk about robotics. I have tons of ideas there, and it didn't start yet. Most of these companies are not public, but next live stream. For this one, as we said, you have 20% off on top of 20% off on daily subscriptions, live 20 joining. This is going to be a shorter live stream. Work to do. We have record days and record weeks on QuantWheel, so the servers were down. We're going to go back to work. And thank you guys for your support. Thank